Hi, my name is Alyx. I work at Trango. I am the dealer services manager and also manager of customer service. And today we are going to be repairing a beautiful beta stick. It comes in 4 different sizes: compact, standard, and ultra long. And most recently, it comes in the size Climb, which is the smallest one that we have, and it's also our newest size. So first I'm gonna go over the pieces that you're going to be handling when repairing a beta stick. So first you have the clamp tube or the clamp housing. You then have the clamp itself or the little clamp handle. You have the internal sleeves, which are these little white things that will go around these poles here. And then you have the pin, which connects the clamp housing to the clamp itself. And then you have, most importantly, is the friction piece. So this little guy is going to be pretty important to keep the clamp closed because it creates that friction. If you need parts, go ahead and email info@trango.com. You can also send us a message through our website. So as you can see, this one was already messed up, so it kind of fell off. So what we're gonna do is actually take apart a clip that is not broken, so you guys know what that looks like too. So these are all the broken pieces. So usually when we send repair kits to our customers, we give them a pin that looks like this. And even if your pin is not broken, I don't think I've ever seen a pin actually break, but even if your pin is not broken, we're going to be sending you one because it's a lot easier to get the pin out if you have another pin. I've seen people use ice picks, paper clips, anything hard and pointy will get it out, but to save everyone a lot of time, we just send you a pin. All you gotta do is push the pin out of this hole. Boom, ta-da, voila, hocus pocus. This clamp right here is gonna come out pretty easily. And then under that clamp, you're gonna have this friction piece, and it's gonna come out. So next, what you're gonna do is pull it all the way open, and the bottom part should just pop off. So that's right here. And as you can see, these are the internal pieces that I was talking about, these internal sleeves. So before you start repairing, obviously you're gonna take off these internal sleeves. You're gonna take off the clamp housing or the clamp tube. So with this compact beta stick in particular, it had a cracked clamp housing, and the instructions that we include with our beta stick repair kit is going to be the same instructions for a bunch of different issues. That will include broken internals, a wore down friction piece, any type of cracked hardware on the outside. It's pretty much going to cover everything. So usually you let us know what size pieces or what size clamp you're having issues with, and then we send you those parts accordingly. So the first thing that we're gonna do actually is take your new clamp housing and you're gonna slide it onto the smaller piece of your tube. So you make sure that it matches with all of the other clips that you have on the rest of the beta stick. A lot of people forget that first step because you get so hyper focused on the internal parts. You're going to take one of the internal sleeves, and that is the one that has this little door in the front. So you're going to take that and you're going to put it right under the clamp housing, and you're gonna follow this groove here. So there's a groove, and that's actually where your friction piece sits to create that friction to keep your clamp closed. So you're going to put this internal sleeve onto, again, the smaller part of your beta stick. There is a square hole inside this clamp housing here. And that eventually is gonna go on top of this internal sleeve that also has the square door. So make sure that those holes are all facing upward. That's the most important part. for these internal sleeves. And now you're gonna take your other internal sleeve, which just looks like a crescent moon, and you're actually gonna put it right at the bottom. And if you see the bottom of the smaller part of your beta stick, it has two little square windows on each side. So you're going to take that sleeve, and there's actually two male pieces on the inside of this internal sleeve that's going to pop right into the female part of the smaller pole. Now, these sit right on top of each other just like that. It's going to look like a big open rectangle with your internals, as well as this compartment facing up or out. So once you're there, you're gonna take the bigger part of your beta stick. And again, the bigger part of your beta stick has this rectangular window here. So what you want is that rectangular window to line up with this rectangular window. So you're actually going to put the smaller part of the beta stick into the bigger part. So once you're there, that bottom piece of internal is going to be completely taken up by the bottom part of the beta stick. You're gonna take this other internal sleeve, and as best as you can, you're going to also push it down into the bigger part of your beta stick. What you're gonna see is this very small part of your internal sleeve still sticking out because there actually is a little rim there that keeps it from going all the way inside the bigger part of your beta stick. So now you're gonna take the clamp housing, you're gonna slide it onto the bigger part. The only thing that you want to see on the inside of this rectangular window is this groove here that I talked about earlier. So now that you're there, you're gonna take your friction piece, this little rectangular guy. You notice how it's rectangular? What's been the theme of this video? Rectangles. So you're gonna take that, and if you notice, the friction piece is flat on one side and it has a little bloop on the other side. So you're gonna take that little bloop side and you're gonna lay it into the rectangular window, bloop side down. It's gonna sit there, it's gonna sit in there loosely, so it's just gonna be in there with gravity. If you stick that in there, and then you're going to take your clamp or clamp handle. You're going to put this right in the little gap in the clamp housing. And then you're going to take your pin and put it through one side of the clamp housing. Make sure you line up your clamp and your pin. Now you have a beta stick, and it fully works.